right? Any tips on pivoting quickly, considering that you have already an existing team, a big number of employees?
Yes, absolutely. And you guys, Hanky, I think, mentioned it right from the beginning. It's called leadership. And, we all have different styles of leadership, but ultimately there's two ways to lead people. And there's the autocratic way, which is like dictatorship, telling people what to do, when to do it, how to do it. That's autocratic leadership. And then there's Socratic leadership. And Socratic leadership is enrolling your people into your, not just your ideas, but getting them involved in helping make the decisions. Ultimately, you will make the final decisions, what's best for your company. But when you use Socratic leadership and questioning, finding out what does your people think will work, what resources do you have, and how can you utilize those resources to pivot in this economy or in this situation. There's two different ways to lead. And the best way to create a long-term sustainable, scalable organization is Socratic leadership. I just did an article, and I'll give that to your whole group, for workplace mental health in Australia and Spain. It's they're a big organization because a lot of their employees are freaking out. And workplace mental health is a huge organization. I mean, they work with Microsoft and other companies I cannot even mention. And I did an article for them on leadership. And I talked about the number one thing that the leader of all of your organization has to have is a vision for the way forward, regardless of coronavirus. You've got to have a vision, first and foremost, of what the future is going to look like for you and your organization. Number two, you've got to be able to, the number one skill of all leaders in the world, in communities, in organizations, world leaders, is your ability to communicate that vision and how you and the organization can achieve it. If you cannot achieve it, we talked about those two companies, the quick and the dead, that's what's going to happen. You've got to be able to communicate that vision, and then you have to demonstrate what it is from the bottom to the top to the bottom. What will each individual in your organization have to do? And do you demonstrate an example that you're willing to do whatever it takes with your team? Because those are going to be the companies that survive and thrive. Because let's face it, there's going to be a lot of bankrupt companies. So once you can demonstrate it, and you demonstrate to your people how much you care, and you got to provide education. You have to educate them on step by step, little by little, what do you need to do every day, so that that vision is realized. And so that you can pivot every day. I still talk to my teams every day. Some of them are online, some of them are offline, some of them are at home. I'm still finishing off the sales machine software. I built a software to scale, and my entire tech team in the Philippines is working. I talk to them every week. The team leaders huddling every week. The outsourced company, we huddle every week. So I'm educating them on what the way forward is daily and weekly. And finally, you got to implementation. You've got to take these items, you got to test your ideas. You got to get into the marketplace.